Hey everyone, let's start with today's question number 66 plus 1. So it states as given a non-empty array of digits representing a non-negative integer plus 1 to the integer. So what we have to do is to return a number by adding 1 to the input array. As in the first case we can see what we have to return is 123 plus 1 equals to 124. And in the second case what we have to return is 4321 plus 1 equals to 4322. As it is looking pretty simple that what we have to do is just by storing it in integer variable we can return by adding 1 to it, but we cannot store it in an integer variable as we are very familiar with the fact that the integer length are restricted. So what if we are given with the length of the array as 100? So in that case, that approach won't work. Now jumping on to the other set of examples. So what would be the approach for this question, as we cannot return the integer value by adding 1 to it, as integer has a limited constant size. So what the other approach can be, just by adding 1 to the last index. But what if we have 9 at the last index? Then by adding 1, we have to change the value just before that value as well. That is, in this case, what our answer should be 1, 2, 3, 5, 0, 0. So that approach won't work by changing just the last index, right? Now what if we are given with this set of examples? So we'll just have a look over it through the code. So first we'll initialize a variable length with a.length minus 1 and check the condition if length is greater than equals to 0. If yes, then we have to increment the last value with 1. So we'll do it like this. And what if we are having the last digit of input as 9? Then the a at the index length will be equals to 10. So we will initialize a variable carry so that it can track if we are having last digit as 9. So a length divide by 10. If we are having last digit as 9, then carry's value would be equals to 1. So if carry equals to 1, then what we have to do is to go on the previous element and check if it is also 9 or not. If it is 9, then we have to keep on going to the previous elements. So length would be equals to length minus 1, and before that we have to change the value of a length equals to 0. Else we just have to break out from the loop. Now the second condition is, what if all the elements are 9? In that case, if we'll see the condition, we'll dry run this code, then we can see that at the index a0 we'll get value as 0. At the 0th index we'll get 0. So we'll check if a0 equals to 0. And what we have to do is just return an array with size greater than, that is a.length plus 1, and for suppose we are having 999, then what we have to do is just return 1000. That means all the elements would be 0 and the first index number would be 1. So for that what we have to do is initialize a variable array with, and with the length a.length plus 1, and initialize the 0th index of array as 1. As we are not initializing the next element up to the remaining length, it will automatically initialize the value with 0. So we just have to return array. Otherwise, we have to return A. Now let's check the code. So it's accepted. Now we'll submit the code and check if it runs for the all cases or not. So we can clearly see that it's accepted and it's passing all the cases. Here is the code.